Okay, so now to a bizarre story from the UK. A man reported his wife to the police after, are you ready for this? She confessed to a crime in her sleep. So Tony Fort heard his wife Ruth talk about money in her sleep. He went into her purse, found a debit card belonging to a woman she was looking after at the nursing home she worked at. Turns out Ruth had stolen nearly $10,000 of that woman's money. He then turned her into the police, where she eventually received a 16-month suspended jail sentence. But get this, the couple still together. Oh my gosh, I did not know that end beat. Jeff, you're shaking your head.
Yeah, well, first of all, that happened to me, and I found out my wife. First of all, I hate thieves. I hate stealing.
I know
and
you
I found
do.
out my wife was stealing from older people.
Yeah.
I'd be disgusted. I wouldn't want to be with her anymore, and I would turn her in. That's what I would do for sure.
Go ahead, Tori.
Well, I totally know what you mean when stealing happens, but the problem is that it's odd when it's in your sleep because you can't tell if it's like real or not. Like if I were a defense attorney, I could certainly make a feeling about that. But there was a parrot that came out and said, "Don't shoot, don't shoot," and a guy in the voice. And so really, you got to be careful all the time.
Erica, I don't know if I would turn my husband in. I'm only guessing, Erica, and of course, I think stealing, especially stealing from elderly people, is the worst thing you can do. But then they're still together. It'd be one thing, Erica, if if he turned her in and then he's no longer with her. So something doesn't add up to me.
Well, I mean, in your vows, you do say for better or worse. I guess embezzlement falls underneath that guideline. I'm not sure. I think this situation is interesting because he also benefited from the fruits of that poisonous tree. You know, he was a benefactor of that vacation that she was splurging someone else's money on. So it could have also been a defense tactic for him to be like, I wasn't complicit in this, although I benefited from what was going on.
Plausible deniability there.
Do you think that your partners would turn any of you guys in, starting with Erica? Would Anthony turn you in if he found something out about you?
I don't think Anthony would turn me in.
Jeff, what about
No.
Jordan?
I don't know. Listen, I'm just taking it to the extreme. If I'm doing something that my wife has completely no idea that I'm doing, she's going to be upset with me. If that's robbing from other people on a daily basis and she didn't know this about me for years on end, that's something that might break up a marriage, yeah.
I'd be in the clinker.
Really?
I'd be because Brooks has very strong morals and ethics. Just
but
like
why does it have to be the clinker? Why can't it be like, listen, again, this is horrible what this person did, but I can't see myself turning in my husband, and I don't see him turning me in. I would see myself maybe leaving him, or saying, you need to get help. How can you not see how wrong this is? But I don't think for me, the answer, of course I would address it and I would handle it, but for me, jail wouldn't be part of that solution.
Smart. That's interesting. Good boundary.
Well, I don't know if that's a boundary. That's being complicit.
That's a boundary.
Good boundary. Jail is a boundary.
You're in the boundary of jail.